Hi, you guys. Leanne Holitza here at the Healing Studio in Broomfield, Colorado. If you don't know who I am, I'm an energy healer and a card reader and teacher of energy work at the Healing Studio in Broomfield, Colorado, and all over the world, really, because we got Zoom. All right, you guys, we're going to do a quick check-in with the Yantra deck. This will be our overall weekly check-in for all of us, and then we will build on it. We'll do a 1, 2, 3, which is your first card personally, and then if you type me, please, we'll get you another personal card. If we see the cards 3 times, it's 3 times a charm, and it's a message for all of us for the week. So hang out with me the entire half hour. Sometimes we end a little early if everybody's got their me pleases in. But yeah, stay with me and see what comes up for the week. Some stuff at the Healing Studio. Energy on Purpose is going great. That's a membership where basically I do a reading for the month and give you meditations and a light counsel, study guides, and that kind of thing to get going. We've got our group healings that we have every Tuesday. We've got sound bath ceremonies. We've got the fusion sound bath ceremony coming up. We have some nervous system resets, the new moon manifesting ritual. So there's lots of stuff coming up this coming week. So come check it out. All right, let's get going. Here's our weekly reading using the Yantra deck. All right, this is just a short little reading we do. Okay, this is the beginning of the week. Stillness sideways. This is saying that we are being and doing busy. Okay, so it's just basically saying when we're busy, we're not that aware of what's actually going on because we're busy. So our mind is busy, our bodies are busy, our hands are busy, and that keeps us from being grounded and aware. So that's how the week's starting off. Coming into the helper of the energy of this week is choice sideways. So what this is saying is lean into the choices that have already been chosen. Pause on making any new additional choices because, it only takes one ball for all the juggling to fall to the ground, okay? So make sure this week that you are grounded in the choices you've already made. Be aware and be in love with the choices you've already made, and don't make new choices just yet, okay? End of the week, we got trust upside down. This card says being confident. So something's happening where we're kind of losing trust in ourselves. This is probably why we're going slow with our choices. The energy is very testy right now. There's a lot of different kinds of vibrations that are kind of causing irritation. I know I'm totally feeling it. This trusting card basically is going to say that your confidence in yourself might be a little bit shaky at the end of the week. This is just a forecast, you guys. Just like wear your coat. Just take good care of yourself this week, okay? Might be a little bit rocky. All right, here's our 1, 2, 3s. Okay, we're using the Spirit Animal Oracle from Colette Baron Reed. Okay, so go ahead and just acknowledge your number. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3. Now, if she writes her decks in that if it comes upside down, it's in a protective mode, okay? And if we get the card 3 times in a row, I will pull up the book just so we can get some of her wisdom as well. But let's listen to the guides. Pick a number, 1, 2, or 3. All right, if you picked 1, you've got Bat Spirit. A rebirth is assured, okay? So give yourself a chance to recognize that that's already being guaranteed. So in this rocky energy awareness stuff that we're having, it's going to be a good week to just trust that something is going to really big and deep change, okay? If you picked 2, you got the Spider Spirit, which says make your dreams real. So this is also about networking. You see the web, getting yourself out there, connecting yourself with people, knowing that there's always people out there working on your behalf. I mean, that's really amazing, you guys. Always somebody out there preparing for your enjoyment, preparing for your ability to turn on a sink or the lights. That there's always somebody working on your behalf, which is really great. This is basically saying weave those dreams together. Okay. If you picked 2, or 3, sorry. You got Groundhog Spirit, time to let go in the protective. So basically, it was upside down. It's basically saying this is not a time to hold grudges. It's not a time to hang on to things. It might even be a time to loosen your grip on objects so that you can have some space for things to shift, okay? Let go this week. All right, let's get going. On the top of the list, I got Jenny V. So I'm just going to go down the list. If you're joining us, me please, and it's all you have to do in the comments, and I will get to you with a card. We almost always make it through to the end with the 30 minutes we have together. So just hang out, see what we learn. All right. So Jenny V, your ant spirit is, and it was upside down. Okay. It says time to collaborate, but I'm hearing from your guides, be careful who you collaborate with. Be in a really gentle space with how much you expect from others and how much you expect from yourself. Sometimes it takes a little while to get your groove when you're working with other people, especially if you're trying to create something together. Okay. So give it a little bit of grace this week when you collaborate. Denise S., your focus for the week is bat spirit and the protective. Okay, so it's upside down. We got this on the right side up, if you picked one, it's doubling down. Rebirth is assured. That's your protection. Your protection is knowing that everything restarts, everything goes as planned. It's a never-ending cycle for good or for bad. So, but just rest in that rebirth energy, okay? All right. Cynthia in Alaska. Okay. Mouse spirit, tend to the small things. Okay. So this is very much saying get to, the choices you've already made, tend to the choices that are there so that you can, put the little details together this week. Don't make everything a big decision. Make everything small and manageable and sustainable. Okay. Lisa C., your focus for the week is going to be brown bear spirit. So this says take a time out. It's pretty straightforward. Don't have to say much more. Maybe a little break, maybe a little bit more of a break, stepping away from things, especially if there's people demanding you to make a decision. And it's really not, that doesn't really appear to be a very good decision week. Okay. If you can help it, everybody give it a little pause on the decisions. Take the time out. Nicole and Addison. Nicole, you got Canary, which is sing your own song. Okay, so this is very much about saying what you need to say, being your own person, being your own happiness. If that irritates somebody else, oh well. Addison, you're going to want to focus on the skunk spirit, which it was upside down. So it says know your worth, protect your worth. Your worth is very sacred to you, and it very much is important that you focus on protecting your worth by not putting yourself into situations or with people who don't get it. Okay. Kalina K., you got the wasp. Sometimes life stings. Oof. This week, just a forecast. Okay. Just take really good care of yourself. It's just a forecast. Give yourself time to just acknowledge. Yeah. Now here's something I have been told by the guides. Optimism is not the same as toxic positive thinking. Optimism is knowing that things are going to sting once in a while and knowing that you can be resilient and you can get through it. So there's just a little reassurance of not going into the pessimistic, everything's wrong, but staying in the optimism of I got this. Okay. Elizabeth R., you have double down on this card, you guys. If you picked 2 at the beginning, spider spirit, make your dreams real. Okay. So weaving things together, noticing how your network is already working on your behalf to bring you exactly what you want and need. All right. So focus on that network. Kimberly S., you got the stag spirit in the upside down. So it's protective for you to take the lead this week. Okay. It's protective for you to be in leadership position, to acknowledge your leadership skills and to be in them with all the energy that you can. Okay. You can be the leader. You don't have to always give it power away. Erin T., you got the chameleon spirit. Act as if you've already got it. Act as if it's already happened. Act as if you feel good. Act as if you got this because you do. Okay, chameleon spirit. Heidi M. You got the dragonfly spirit. So truth transcends illusion. Okay, so be willing to trust yourself and trust your own truth. You don't necessarily, by the way, have to run around telling everyone, I see the truth, I see the truth. You don't have to do that. Just go and tell yourself the truth this week. Okay. All right. All right. So, and here's the thing, you guys, this deck is fat. So if we get doubles, even doubles, that's pretty much a message for all of us. So just really, if we get the 3 times, we're going to really want to wake up and pay attention. Okay. All right. So let's see here. Vanilla and pie. You and Shelly. Okay. Vanilla, you're getting beaver spirit. Lay a solid foundation. Okay. Work with it. Work with your energies of what's already in the foundation. Remember those choices that have already been made. Okay. Focus on that by creating a really nice, solid foundation this week. Shelly, you got bat spirit right side up. Second time we've seen it, right side up. Third time we've seen the card. A rebirth is assured. Okay. So just be in that grounded space where you know that this is not that everything comes to an end. Everything changes. It's okay to acknowledge that sometimes things feel like they've lasted a little longer than they should, but it is okay also to say it's going to change. Janelle and Donnie. Janelle, you got the buffalo spirit in the upside down. The abundant universe will provide. What I'm hearing from your guides is use it wisely. That abundance is yours to be a guardian over. It's important for you to use it on ways that feel nourishing and helpful and expansive. Okay. Donnie, you got the lion spirit right side up. Be generous of spirit. Okay. So this is just being willing to show up. Give your time, give your energy, give your expertise, and with a generous feeling of, I want to give. Okay. Wherever you can give this week of your own natural talents and abilities. Robin, Chris, and Austin. Robin, pig spirit for you. Use your mind wisely. Okay. Well, it's a little 2-2. Isn't that funny? Yeah. Use your mind wisely. That's pretty much straight up. Just focus on your mental energies. Don't think about the runaway thoughts. Just don't ruminate if you can help it. That kind of thing. Chris, you got the flamingo spirit, which is embracing the in-between. All right. So sometimes it's not time yet. It's going to be just hold on for just a second. It's that time period between having it change and it's the old way is not there anymore. New way is not here yet kind of thing. Embrace it. Austin, you got the porcupine spirit. So it's time for a beginner's mind. Back up a little bit. You may have lots of expertise in there, lots of good things to know. I have to do this too with energy work because sometimes I get so complicated with energy work that I forget the basics. This is like get back to the basics, okay? Kindergarten, if you will. Suzanne, Steve, and baby. Suzanne, fox spirit. Think on your feet, so it's upside down. So going to need a little bit of protection by being nimble and think through things as best you can this week. Really, and make fast decisions if you need to. Not choices, because remember the choices we're saying, but just, be decisive and direct. All right, Steve, you got 2. You got skunk spirit, know your worth, combined with the wombat spirit, which is be at home. Know your worth at home. Know how important you are to your home life. Don't underplay your values because the loved ones of your life, you're their loved one. So take good care of their loved one. Baby, you're going to have beaver spirit upside down, protective to lay the foundation. Okay. So really getting back to the basics, what makes you feel safe, what makes you feel held. Nothing too complicated this week. Okay. Diane S., you're going to work with the hummingbird. Be here and now. Always good advice, right? Be present. Don't jump too far ahead. Don't tell the stories of tomorrow. Be in the stories of today because the stories of today will go quickly. Okay, Tiff. Okay, 4th time we've seen this card. 2nd time we've seen it upside down. This card's dancing around with us. Bat spirit, the rebirth is assured. So whether we get it again in the right side up, or this is basically trying to say to us, just know that things will change. That's the only guarantee sometimes. Bella Luna. Dragonfly in the protective. You got truth transcends illusion. Trust your own truth. Be in your own awareness about what's true. You don't have to go around telling everyone else, but you can have your own back about it and say, I see. Okay? All right. I have no idea. Janelle, you typed P-Lop-P. I don't know what that was, but I can see Janice down them a little bit further. Kimberly P. and Juan Carlos. Kimberly, okay, Beaver Spirit upside down is also starting to kind of linger around. We've got the Beaver Spirit right side up and upside down now. I think this is the fourth time we've seen it. So protective to lay the foundation, get back to the basics, get back to your home, get back to what you know is in your root, what makes you feel safe. Juan Carlos, you're going to want to focus on the antelope spirit. Life is speeding up for you, so a little bit of foundation is probably good. But let the speed up happen. Try and go be kind of light on your feet with it and go with it. Janelle, you asked for Janice. Let's do that. Mouse spirit in the protective. Tend to the small things, okay? So go back to the basics, the little stuff, clean up the edges, finish those projects before you move to the next project, okay? Melissa and Shannon. Melissa, you got frog spirit upside down, which says clear out the clutter. Okay, so this week is a good week to focus on that clutter, to getting rid of it, to making room for things. Been a project for a while, I know. Shannon, you got dove spirit in the protective. So it says be peace. Okay, so that means it's protective for you to be peace. Okay, being peace within yourself. It is really a good thing to think about. Just how I can make myself more peaceful. Okay. Alexis and Travis. Alexis, you got groundhog spirit upside down. So if you picked 3 at the beginning, it is coming back at you. Okay, time to let go. Time to let go. It's protective to let things go, to let grudges go, to let relationships that are no longer serving you go. That's a good week to do that. Okay, Travis, you're going to want to focus on the snake spirit. It was upside down. Time to heal. Okay, it's protective for you to heal. Like think of it, if you've got a raw spot and you got a blister on your foot and you're about to go for a race, you gotta heal the blister before you can race, because otherwise it'll just get worse. So this is about healing for you this week. Mountain River. Oh, she brought the groundhog spirit right side up. Okay, this one's hanging around too, you guys. Groundhog spirit, time to let go. Time to let it go. Let the stuff go that you don't need anymore. Be pretty straightforward. Might be for all of us, though. Okay. All right. Stephanie R. You got rabbit spirit. Now is a lucky time. Ooh, lucky time for you. Okay. So just trust the luck. Say yes, thank you, more, please, when it comes. Okay. All right. Cat Maria loves you. Okay, hummingbird spirit for you. It's be here now. Good advice. Second time we've seen it. Just get present. Present this week as best you can. Don't think too far ahead right now. There's nothing for you up there. It's all here. So just paying attention to the now. Seriously wonderful, Courtney. You got ant spirit upside down. This is basically the second time we've seen that one too. Time to collaborate, but be careful who you collaborate with. And also be careful about the standards you have about those collaborations. Sometimes it takes a little while to figure out how the puzzle pieces go together. Christy and Lisa. Christy, you got wasp spirit in the protective. Sometimes life stings. Just let it acknowledge the sting. Let yourself grieve. Let your energy and your emotions be validated. Lisa, you got rabbit spirit in the protective. Now is a lucky time. Protect the luck, okay? Give yourself a chance to just say, I am going to, acknowledge my luckiness. Say, yes, thank you, more, please. And take good care of the luck. Anita B, you got peacock spirit, which is let it shine. Okay, look at the heart. Woo, let yourself show up this week. That's going to be a good thing. Just be as big and bold as you'd like. Okay, Hannah, you have got the porcupine spirit. Time for beginner's mind. Okay, so get back to the basics. Acknowledge yourself in the way that you don't have to try to know how to do everything. It's okay to learn from the beginning. Alicia, you got the dragonfly spirit. Third time we've seen this card. First time right side up, or maybe second time. Truth, it is second time. Truth transcends illusion. Trust yourself to know the truth. Pay attention to what is true. There's a lot of lies circulating right now. You don't have to agree to believe them, okay? Eli, hummingbird spirit upside down. So this one's flying around a little bit. Be here now. Be in your present as best you can. Try not to do any of that future stuff right now. Don't make new choices about your future this week. Okay? Habiba, you have the armadillo spirit upside down, which just says set healthy boundaries. And that's going to mean that it's protective when it's upside down. So you're protecting yourself and everyone else around you by saying, this is my limit. This is my boundary. Good boundaries. Taryn, you have got the sandpiper spirit. Be playful. It's a good week to play, be in your little joyous, any way you can. If you're like, what is play? That would be a big telltale sign it's time. Kay, Ian, and Charlie. Kay, you got turkey spirit. Give with gratitude and grace. Okay, so pretty straightforward. Just be generous, as generous as you normally are this week. Ian, you got cow spirit. The miracles are endless for you. So let yourself get into the miracle energy, softness, gentleness, sacredness. And for Charlie, we've also got turkey spirit. Okay, so give with gratitude and grace. It is just nice to be generous with our hearts and our energy. So that's what you're being called to do. All right, Selma, you got the swan spirit upside down. Okay, so it's time for a deep dive. Okay, so protective to dive deep into things, look into things in a deeper way. Okay, and give yourself a chance to just really settle into what that depth can give you as far as clarity and understanding. Okay, wherever you can, dive in. All right, Max, you are going to work on the starfish spirit. Okay, open to infinite possibilities. Okay, so really letting yourself acknowledge that there's lots and lots of positive energy flowing your direction if you let it. Okay. Life's loving. I've got you. Yes. You got the peacock spirit upside down. Let it shine. So it's actually, what this is saying is it's protective for you to be seen. It's good for you to be noticed. Eyes up, buttercup. Let the world know you want to interact. Okay. That's what your message is for the week. Tanya B. Giraffe spirit in the protective. See the big picture. It'll be good for you to zoom out a little bit. Give yourself a chance to see what is going on for the energies of, if you can big picture it. Look high from above, okay? Zoom out. Okay. Life is loving MM cousin. Here's your card. Okay, you're welcome, Janelle. Okay, cat spirit for the cousin. Claim your independence. All right. Always very good message just for saying, you have lots of helpers. You have lots of people helping you, but you also can do it on your own. And it's good to focus on that sometimes. All right, you guys, I'm going to throw a card for my husband. We did not get 3 cards right side up all in a row, but we got some circulating messages around rebirth and about making good foundation and that kind of stuff. So that's probably going to be a good thing this week. I really get from this week's reading that we want to be very gentle and kind to ourselves, not ask too much of ourselves. All right, let's see what Matt's card is and see if he brings us a 3rd time's a charm. Nope, he's got swan right side up. Time for a deep dive. So yes, I'll explain that for you just a second. Life's loving swan spirit. Time for a deep dive. Take a minute to really get into what are you doing and why are you doing it. Take a good look. Go slow with it. Give yourself some depth. Life's loving. So peacock message. And this is kind of good for all of you guys, but the peacock message was basically saying that it's okay to be seen. It's okay for the world to notice you. You might need to let the world know that you want to be noticed. Okay. By that you got that heads up buttercup message, which basically is like a lot of times people walk around with their heads down and the world doesn't interact with them because they don't look like they want to be interacted with. If you want to be interacted with, you're going to look around, you're going to be open, you're going to shine your light and be willing to have that light be noticed. Nobody loses anything when the light shines, right? You don't have to give yourself away. You're just shining the light. Okay, I hope that helps. I hope that explains it. All right, you guys. So we are going to go into this week with a lot of protection and love, and we're going to give ourselves all the space that we need and do not make any choices. Just tend to the choices we've already made. I'll be back maybe next week. There might be a change of plans, actually, you guys. So stick with my channel, subscribe and hit the bell. It'll tell you if I'm going live. I will let you know as soon as I do. I'll post it up, the schedule when I know for sure. There's just some stuff in the air this week. Make me not online next week. Okay. All right. I'll talk to you later. Bye.